I hope you're all doing... Ugh. I just realized that was April Lily's intro saying, "Hi guys, I hope you're all doing fantastic and you've had a great new year." Let's hope that 2022 is, you know, overwhelmingly much better. Already off to a bad start because I forgot to do... Well, actually, I've never done a New Year's resolution. One of my New Year's resolutions is basically being a little bit more organized, but I ended up forgetting to be organized, essentially, by writing down a New Year's resolution, so yeah. Today is currently the 2nd of January, 2022, and I have a lot of footage from within the past, I don't know, 3 months, I think, that I haven't uploaded, and one particular Barbie video talking about the Barbie movies that I had done since April that I just haven't gotten around to finishing editing. So this is one of those videos. Just basically, this is just me going thrift shopping and just randomly babbling on whatever goes to my mind. Excuse the sunburn. It isn't great at all. Today was my puppy's 70th birthday, and so we headed out to the cemetery and things like that to honor him, and as a result, I ended up getting really badly burned. So last week I went to a secondhand store and they actually happened to have 3 bags of Bratz Dolls, which had 2 in 1 essentially, and they were $5 each. So in total they were about $15. Came with what's basically just cheap knockoff dolls, dresses. Although I will admit I do really like, well, these ones. I think that's kind of cute. And I really love this one. I don't know, might use them for extra dolls, but these ones, ugh, no thanks. I am aware of what Bratz dolls I have, I just can't remember because I posted something on a Bratz Australian Facebook group and somebody told me. I am aware that this is Funk Out Yasmin and this is Funk Out Chloe, which they have beautiful screening, by the way. I love Chloe's shimmer makeup look, and Yasmin's red lip really pops off. And the forehead isn't as bad as what I was expecting it to be. This Yasmin's obviously a much older variant, probably within the first 2.5 years of Bratz. She's really cute though. And I believe this was Ski Yasmin. I cannot quite remember this one. And this is Golf Chloe. So they're all Chloe's and Yasmin's. The thing that I was very excited about is that I noticed that they all, at the very least, came with shoes. That was kind of the main thing that really drew me into them. But upon further inspection, I noticed that there's only 3 legit Bratz shoes. I know these go to Funk Out Yasmin. I know these go to a Yasmin as well. And these are just plain pink pumps that I'm pretty sure go to Funk Out Chloe. There's a legit Bratz skirt, which I think goes to her for a second outfit. I can't remember. And there is a unfortunately stained original Chloe top. So, yeah. And the rest of the shoes, it turns out they're all my scene shoes. Such a bummer, because I was actually really excited for these ones. I couldn't quite figure out these ones were like a knockoff Bratz shoe or something, just because they were so different. That's alright. Again, these are really cute though. Running a little bit low on Bratz accessories, clothing, and shoes, but that's okay. They do have their original hairstyling somewhat intact, so I thought that was interesting. She just has a plain rubber band. Someone did that to her. That's okay. And you can see her band's completely disintegrated. I think her hair is just naturally down. She does have these side parts, and she's got that really horrible, like, Ghoulia Yelps textured hair, which doesn't feel like it's too bad. It should be alright to fix up. And this Chloe has her braid in, played around with the texture in her hair, on her body and face. So other than Bunnix at the moment, I currently happen to have all of the core basic Miraculous Ladybug dolls in my niece's and nephew's toy box. So happening to see these for a ridiculous amount of money at my cheap store was interesting, to say the least. I kind of like Ladybug's new hair design, honestly.
So today is finally the day where I actually send them off. Missing foot, missing outfit, missing feet. Guess missing outfit as well, and missing the rest of his outfit, and nothing. She is actually a lot prettier when she's washed. So I've given all of them a wash, as well as their outfits, except for obviously this one, because that's near impossible. And yeah, I finally got all of the horrible gel out of her hair, and her skirting's actually really, really nice. She originally did come with just one earring. I never had the other one. So yeah, they're gonna go today.
Oh, this hurts. Oh no. So I just shipped them off, and I feel a little bit bittersweet, mainly because of the I don't even remember, Bratz World, bedroom, Chloe and Yasmin. I've had them since I was a kid, and I remember being completely indecisive on what I wanted. I had them since I was about like 7 or 8, partially complete, like they had their original outfits, and Yasmin had her feet that she came with. That sounded so weird. And Chloe had one shoe. I have no idea where the other one went. It disappeared on me, like not even a couple of years ago. And I know they're going to somebody who is not like a scalper. I get pretty sentimental over stuff that I have. On the bright side, I went to Big W earlier this morning, and I went to the clearance section because I was desperately trying to see if I could go on a hunt to see if I can find any of the Generation 4 My Little Ponies, while the show and Equestria Girls ended in around like 2019, so 2 years ago, and like most of them are gone. Like, I knew the show was popular, but like, I remember that there was a Sunset Shimmer Equestria Girls doll, one of the newer ones. I always eyed her a little bit, but I never ended up getting her. That doll is not there anymore. I ended up finding this cute little Pinkie Pie plushie. I used to have a Pinkie Pie Generation 4 plush. It was actually from a show bag. They had a Twilight one. I really wanted the Twilight, but the Pinkie Pie one was the only one available. I think Rainbow Dash was. I can't remember exactly. So I just decided to go for Pinkie Pie. And she came in this little cute little bag, and she was like slightly smaller than this, but yeah. And I got rid of her because my niece wouldn't play with her. A year ago. Or earlier this, I think it was totally earlier this year, because I used to have DJ Pone 3, Rainbow Rocks, Rainbow Dash, and Fluttershy, and Sakura. I used to have Sakura. Oh, Sakura, I'm so sorry. She was gorgeous. I just didn't know what to do with them. This Pinkie Pie plushie, $10 each. They're in the discount section, the clearance section. There was hardly that many My Little Pony things in that section. So yeah, there's a lot of Pinkie Pies, like a lot. And this one's supposed to be sweet scented. There's 3 ponies to collect. I only got 2. And when I was at the mail shop, I saw this one and a Rainbow Dash. So I'm assuming Rainbow Dash must be the other one in this line. But the tag said that there was only 2 to collect, so I'm assuming that's when, like, this must be like an updated series to that particular line. Her hair is so soft. It feels exactly like the Pinkie Pie that I used to have. And she's scented, but I can't quite recall what scent she is. 2020, so last year. That's weird. I also ended up getting, where are you? This is my first ever, like, actual Twilight Sparkle pony, merch, anything, toy, whatever. I've never owned a Twilight Sparkle, pony toy, with the exception of that pony maker thing one time. I have a photo somewhere on my old Twitter account. I'll put it right here. That was the only Twilight pony thing I ever had. Otherwise, it was Equestria Girls Twilight that I had. And that was it. And ironically enough, the pony that is my favorite, and has been my favorite since the start, is the one I do not have. They had a bunch of Pinkie Pies, but this was the only Twilight they had, so I was like, yes, I'm getting that! I'm totally getting that! She's cute. Although, she looks a little bit... She's also scented as well. Again, I don't really know what scent she is. I have a Build-A-Bear Princess Luna, and if I recall, I wanted her because she was the most popular My Little Pony Build-A-Bear that came out in 2015. So I wanted to join in on the trend, I guess, I don't know, of everybody else having one. I don't remember if they had a Twilight Build-A-Bear, but I know for a fact I really wanted one. But because of how expensive they were, I was just kind of like, yeah, no, I'll just stick to having Princess Luna. But I finally have like a plushie of Twilight, so that's cool. I am going to go to thrift stores, I think. So, yeah. They're cute though. I like them. They even have the little My Little Pony logo on the bottom.
Did anyone else used to have one of these chimp pets back in the day? Gosh, it gives me flashbacks. So this is just some footage that I was able to get when I went to Vinnie's. And did anyone else used to have one of these, the fairies figures from McDonald's? I used to have the Rhapsody one, and this was at the time back in 2008 when they had the musical that came into town, and I thought it was like the coolest thing ever going to school with it. And I felt like I was bragging. The bottom piece used to have like a lip gloss thing. It was like a shimmery lip gloss. So it was fun seeing that. Here's this Twilight. I wish I got this bag because she was not there anymore when I came back next time. Clearly somebody must be a My Little Pony fan. I don't know. And I just didn't want to get it for the rest of the stuff. And here are some of the LOL baby dolls. I don't have any of them. I got one a couple of years ago, but then I got rid of it because I didn't really like it that much. But I thought these were kind of cute to look at though. Yeah. Just the sparkles and yeah. And here's just the bin of dolls they have. A little while afterwards, on another trip that I went down there, I actually had one of the ladies come and give me a whole entire box of dolls they had from the back. So this is definitely not just all they have. And somebody keeps on adding those baby toys into the doll boxes every single time I go there. It gets a little bit annoying. But yeah, just a lot of knockoff dolls. Some of the newer Barbie dolls. That one's the Ariel Ballerina doll from Mattel back in 2005-ish. So that was interesting to see. There's a Bubble Ariel mixer and a Ariel light. And I recall seeing this from somewhere. I don't know if it was from Disney Princess on Ice or if my friends used to have them when I was younger. But should have gotten it. It was kind of cute, not gonna lie. And I'm just randomly showing footage of this magazine because I don't know. I felt the need to. It was something to look at, and I could have sworn I used to have some of these when I was younger. I don't know. And there's that. So I ended up brushing and conditioning Kira's hair. Now, it's gonna have to be blow washed. My hair looks crazy because it's slightly windy and kind of wet outside. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna try and get this trimmed so I can actually have a fringe again. Wow, my hair looks so bad.
Your appearance is comical to me!
I went to Vinnie's, and oh my gosh, is today my day? So I was looking through the bin of dolls that they had there, and it's more or less the same to what they had last time I was there. I really need to get Alexa from the secret door, but I keep on turning around and thinking no, because she doesn't have a skirt, she doesn't have shoes, she doesn't have a crown. Those dolls are kind of a hot mess, except for Lucia. She looks nice, especially April Lily's repaint of her. Beautiful. So I kind of left her there. If she's gonna be mine, she'll be mine. Then the next time I turn around and decide that I want her, I guess. If not, that's fine too. I found something that caught my eye. And just when I started thinking, oh gosh, there's no My Little Ponies there, I found Pinkie Pie from Equestria Girls Rainbow Rocks. It's the basic version. She doesn't have her shoes. Her dress, I don't think that's her top because it's a little bit risque. And some random pants. Either they're Barbies or they're knockoffs, I'm not too sure. But she's adorable. Look at her. She's cute. So I thought, you know what, I need to get her. Then, as I was about to put everything away and I was going to decide whether or not I was going to get Alexa, the Barbie superhero movie, I cannot remember the name of it. I had the DVD. Anyway, they had one of the side girls, Kara's best friend. She had everything. She had her cape, she had her molded skirt, she had her shoes. So I was deciding whether or not I should get those because I didn't have anything else and it was just going to be Pinkie. One of the ladies who worked there come up to me and she was asking what I was looking for exactly. I initially turned around and said, no, I'm alright. I'm not looking really for anything in particular. But then I was like, wait, I might as well ask. And she went out to the back, to the storage they had, and there was a huge box of dolls. We're talking about like Barbie dolls, some knockoff dolls, Monster High dolls that looked like they're brand new. I was almost tempted to get the original Jackie Laura, but she wasn't the original. She was 2014, but she didn't have her stockings. Maybe next time if I have that opportunity, I'll get her. But then, there was a lot of Bratz dolls in there. A lot. I was just kind of like, gosh. And then, I saw this girl. I believe this is the... Oh no! Is this the singing version? I think this is the singing version.
A few minutes later.
So that was awkward as... Buck. Literally abruptly turned off the camera and I put everything down because I noticed that there was somebody who looked very, very familiar.
By sheer coincidence.
Same thing happened again. Somebody walked past the car way too close. So the initial girl, she looked familiar from the back and I was like, I recognize that hair from anywhere. Because it's a certain texture of hair and a certain color. And then it instantly clicked into my head on who that person could have been. And I put everything down immediately and I was like covering half of my face because it's a girl that I grew up with during primary school and high school. But yeah, I don't know. It's hard to describe the situation. I used to get along with her perfectly fine and her siblings and stuff like that. But I don't know. It's just after a certain point in my life, I can't figure out when. It was like suddenly, it's just one of those situations where you just feel like you don't get along with somebody. You don't know how to describe it. You don't know why. You never really had an argument over something specifically. So I just put everything down and I was like, I really don't want to, just awkward staring or what? I don't know. It's just kind of weird, recording yourself in a car, like in a car park where everybody can see you and yeah, you're just sitting in the car doing this and then you see someone new and you're not sure if they looked at you. But yeah, so anyway, so I found that Twilight and then just as I was about to put everything away and I saw the bottom of it because there was like a lot of dolls. I'm sure it would have been like over 20 dolls. There was even a Bratz boy in there that I was tempted to get, but he didn't have a top or his shoes. So I was like, nah. And it's this Pinkie Pie doll. She is one of the more newer Pinkie Pies. I know that they're kind of, like, not a lot of people really like them, but I just kind of thought, you know what, I just might as well get it. It's $3. She's kind of cute. I actually do think the mold actually kind of suits Pinkie Pie. And she's a little tubby, and it suits Pinkie Pie. So I just got her. Oh my gosh. Stop. Oh, now I just realized what's going on. Please stop. My phone's going nuts. I dropped it yesterday. And now the screening is not good. Really? I turned around and looked at the Bratz dolls and I was kind of like, I really want to get some of them. Like, I didn't want to just leave them there because I knew I would be able to do something with them. And there's more clothes on them than what any Bratz dolls I have the clothes at the moment. I'm not too sure who she is. Her hair is still done in its original, like, hairstyle. As you can see right there. And she's still got the wraparound. I don't recognize this Chloe. I was initially turning around thinking she reminds me a lot of the original 2001 or maybe even 2005 release Chloe, but she's definitely not. She's got glitter on her makeup. I mainly got her because of these pants. Check those out. Those are so cool. I've wanted them for a while. Also ended up getting this Jade. I think this might be Jade shoes. I'm not too sure. She's got a necklace that I can't quite see what the pendant is. It's like, I think it's dog tags. And I know for a fact that this is Megan's outfit. I should have got her because she was there. Flunk Out Megan, was it? That came with this top initially. And I know these are Megan's pajama pants and one of the sleepover lines. I just thought she was cute. Can't leave her. And I used to be kind of into Mind Scene as a kid. Not as much as Barbie, only because
Whoops. Only because, like, I was only really into Barbie because of the movies. But I used to have the Madison Hollywood doll, and unfortunately, I have no idea what happened to her. She was my favorite out of all the My Scene dolls that I had, which weren't many. So when I saw this DVD, I was just kind of like, you know what, I'm gonna get it. It's $3, whatever. It's the My Scene Goes to Hollywood, the movie. I don't even remember the last time I've even seen anything to do with My Scene, like, in terms of, like, movies or anything. And check that out. That's a cool yellow case. Like, that's cute. Please tell me I'm not the only one who doesn't really like streaming as much. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like it, but 2014 version of streaming, you know, where you have the streaming services, but people still buy DVDs. If anybody can recognize this Chloe, that would be fantastic. She's got one earring in. Just right there at the side. I have no idea. Like, yeah. But she's cute. So I thought, I'm gonna get her. They had a completely nude Sasha there. So I don't know what that was about. I wanted to get her because I only have one other Sasha. But she had no clothes and no shoes. And she was like, what, how much were you? You guys were $3. Yeah. She was $3, so I was kind of like, yeah, no, I'm gonna skip out on that one. She has nothing on her. Nothing that I can work with in order to make a nice outfit or anything like that. I'm really excited, actually. I really like the texture on this Pinkie Pie's hair, honestly. She's adorable. Why is it that I always seem to be getting either Twilights or Pinkie Pies? I don't think I've ever had, minus when I had, like, the small ponies. I had Sunset Shimmer, Rarity, and 2 Rainbow Dashes. I don't think I had anyone else. I think that was it, like, in terms of the, like, the actual, like, regular playable ponies. In terms of all the other stuff, it was either Pinkie Pie or Twilight, which I'm not going to complain about. I mean, I love both characters. I think Fluttershy has to be my second favorite out of the main 6, but Pinkie Pie's pretty close up there. I really need to figure out which Twilight this is. Her lip paint is interesting. She's got those very thin lips. When I get toys and stuff like that, especially dolls, you know, I try to, like, make sure that my niece knows that she's allowed to play with a lot of them, except for, like, the older Barbie dolls. Those are the only exception, like the older Barbie movie dolls, because I always have them on display. Those and obviously in-box dolls are the exception, but if I know that she's really into something that I happen to have, because I'm actually the one who kind of gets her into things, she freaked out when she saw that I had My Little Pony stuff, Luna, Build-A-Bear, and things like that, when she was watching My Little Pony, like, to the point that she was hugging it, and she was grinning so much. So I try to make sure she's into the same thing as I am, that she's more than allowed to play with the dolls, because that's what they're made for. She has turned around and said that I need to get the others, so Fluttershy, Rainbow Dash, Applejack. She keeps on forgetting Rarity.
Thousands of tears later.
And it's many hours later. 14 minutes past 12, and I'm already so tired. I went on a probably like half an hour walk, trying to look for 2 secondhand stores that I saw while driving, while doing a driving lesson the other day, only to not be able to find it because obviously I completely forgot where it was. I had to go to Cheapest Chips to try and see if they had like one of those blow up Santas. They did. My mom will come in after work to do that. In the meantime, I ended up getting Lucky Charms. There's a sticker around the side there that says that this is not available in Australia. If they're good, they're good. If they're not, they're not. But before then, I was able to go to a Salvo's that's just not too far away from here that I know that we have. And I wasn't going to get it initially, but then I turned around and I thought, you know what, it probably would make great storage for something. And it was only $1. It's this My Little Pony lunchbox case. The ponies were crystallized, a bit scratched, and a little bit tarnished, but it was $1, so can't complain about that one. I ended up getting a free hand sanitizer. Can't do wrong with that. The 2020 Hasbro Cadence, one of the upgraded ones. I wasn't gonna get her. I wasn't even gonna get the tin, but I just turned around and decided, you know what, they're cheap. She was $2, and her eyes are very pixelated, but her cutie marks look good. So I think what I want to do is I actually came across an Instagrammer the other day who has like My Little Pony content, and a lot of their like the miniature My Little Ponies, the older ones, they had their hair all done up and everything like that. So I was thinking maybe I can do something like that where, you know, you make it more like the character from the show. So what I was thinking with Cadence is I'm going to completely take off our eyes. They're pixelated anyway, so it's alright. And I'm going to try my best to repaint them from the show, because at the very least, with repainting a face like this, it's going to be easier compared to a regular doll face. And I'll just style her mane. Just realized that she's got texture on one of her hoofs. I am now extremely tired. I'm going to go and read a book. Maybe that would wake me up.
I am not an egghead. I am well read.
Gosh, this hair is 100 times better than what it was before. 100 times. Even just down to like all the split ends. It's so much better. Although the only thing that's really annoying is when you have small pieces like from the side parts that go in the face and they're just there. It's so nice to be able to have a fringe again. I've had a fringe on and off since I was about like 11, technically speaking. A little bit annoyed that my mom wouldn't take me to the hairdressers right away, so I put matters into my own hands and I cut myself a really bad fringe. And I didn't have a fringe again up until I was 13, and consistently on and off I've been having a fringe ever since. This is meant to be a purple, like a purplish pink. First wash has really made it sort of like a subtle, sort of like pink more so than a purple. And I mainly did that because the blonde just looked a little bit tacky, and at the moment I just want to grow it out so it can have my natural hair color. I do want to eventually go back to blonde because I actually like the blonde color. I feel like it does suit me. Initially, just having like a lot of like of your natural hair color, like it streaks, and then eventually you dye the whole entire head just completely blonde, and then eventually you dye it brown all over, and then you go back to having blonde just directly right on top of it. It's, you know, like the ends are not gonna look very great compared to the roots, you know? I just completely rambled. Not only did I get those dolls that I previously shown before, it was a My Little Pony day, that's for sure. I had considered about buying these before. Last time I went to Sanity, which is a DVD, CD, / Funko Pop, that type of thing store. Uploading your horses incomplete. I just got a notification from the My Little Pony game. And I ended up getting them because I decided, you know what, they're $5 and I'm never going to come across Generation 4. Like, brand new again. So I got, assuming this one's season 9 because it says 2019. So season 9 and season 8. I am not all that caught up with the later seasons in particular. Just right after season 7 is when I stopped watching the show because I am not very intelligent. It was season 6. That's when I kind of stopped watching it. Not because the show was bad or anything by any means at all, but more so because I just can't keep up watching TV shows, especially while they're being aired. Like, I don't know. I don't know why. And this is why you do not do YouTube videos when you have the whole family in the same house. Anyway, season 9, What Lies Beneath, The Washouts, A Rock Hoof and a Hard Place, What Lies Beneath, Sounds of Silence, Father Knows Beast, School Raise Part 1 and Part 2. There we go, that one, which is A Royal Problem, Hard to Say Anything, Honest Apple, A Royal Problem, Not Asking for Trouble, which I'm assuming could be Trixie's episode? Not too sure. Discordant Harmony, Discord, The Perfect Pair, and Fame and Misfortune. And I absolutely love the choice of artwork up here. And there we go, we've got all the ponies up here, and it wraps around to the side, and it has the pony logo, and it wraps around all the way down here. I used to have I can't remember what it's called, the DVD set from season 2? Yeah, it was season 2. where Discord was introduced, and it was, you know, it had the light pink DVD cover as well. Why do I do this to myself? Where I know what it is. It's just it's teenage insecurities, which thank God I'm past. It's just so funny how when you get into that certain mindset, you're instantly like, oh, no, I'm not interested in this stuff. So you just completely erase it from your mind. You have nothing to do with it. Yeah. And then instantly when you're away from a particular environment that was unhealthy for you to put you in that mindset, you're instantly like, well, but this. The only time I actually watched the show was because at the time I was kind of losing track of like watching the show all the time. So the only things I would end up watching for a while was anytime that Discord was included, that was an episode that I watched, because Discord is one of my favorite characters. So yeah. This makes me so sad. But a story about getting these DVDs was when I got them, I went to the counter and I went to go and obviously pay for them. And because I turned around and decided, initially I turned around and decided I wasn't going to get them. But then later on in the day, we came back into that area because my mom was getting her hair done. And I just instantly decided, you know what, if I don't get them now, I'm probably going to regret it, knowing me. So I ran to the store and I was kind of like, and I just grabbed them on a whim. And I went to the counter, and the girl at the counter, who was a little bit older than me, she turned around and said, oh yeah, I used to be interested in My Little Pony, as she was grabbing the DVDs. And I, not being used to other people in my area saying that they were into My Little Pony, I was kind of like, I was really puzzled for a minute. Like, the wheels were turning in my head. Like, is she talking about, like, from when she was, like, a kid? Like, the older generations? Or is she talking about, like, as in, like this version? Like, she was into this version recently, like, in the last couple of years or something. So, I was like, like, in my head internally. And I'm like, oh, yeah. It's a really cute show. I got these for my niece, which isn't a lie. And using that as a justification for why I'm getting so much stuff on impulse as of recently. But it made me feel bad because she instantly kind of like went a bit quiet after that. Like, she wasn't really talkative or anything, which could just be me. But just based on the situation, I think she was obviously indicating that she was a fan of this generation. Whoops. It's one of those old habits that it's hard to die out of, and it's so silly because you don't see people turn around saying, oh, I'm actually, I'm getting this Batman thing for my son because he's into Batman. Not me. I'm not interested in Batman at all. No, it's completely fine to turn around and say, oh yeah, I'm interested in Batman, Superman, Marvel, all that sort of stuff. But then when you're interested in My Little Pony, it's considered weird, and like, it's so misogynistic. And in the end of the day, the only people that are turning around making it misogynistic and worse than what it is the people that turn around and shield themselves from admitting that they like it. They turn around and acting like you're not interested in something when you're clearly getting it for yourself, mainly. Like, it kind of goes against everything that bronies tried to, you know, they were known about, you know, in the first, part of the 2010s. You know, like, to the point where someone had their car smashed because they had a My Little Pony character on it. Like, they fought for their status of being able to like the show. And, I mean, yeah, of course, like all fandoms, there's always some sort of problem. But with every problem in something, there's always a good thing. You can't have the cons without the pros, no matter where you go. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if it's in a fandom, about ponies, being cute, and I'm being really, really dark. The next time if I go in that situation and somebody turns around and indicates like, oh, like something to suggest that interest in this, I'm just gonna be out front because there's just no point in turning around and hiding yourself. It's literally so stupid. You don't see people turning around being like, oh my gosh, I love Disney so much. You know? Like, it's not, I mean, yeah, you get some of those people that turn their noses, but like for the most part, nobody cares, really. Anyway, these were both $5 each, so, and they were the only My Little Pony DVDs there. They didn't even have Equestria Girls, nothing. So I was just like, I need to get them. Now I desperately need to clean them up. It's been a My Little Pony shopping haul these last few times, and I'm not mad. So Today we ended up going into town to pick up my nephew for the day, and we went into one of the chemists and I saw that they had one of these. It's a My Little Pony nail set. It comes with one of the I don't remember what this is called, but the nail thing. It's just an air one, and it comes with a bunch of stickers. I might steal some of the stickers for myself personally. And there's 2 nail polishes, one with Rainbow Dash and Pinkie Pie. And they're a really nice sparkly color. So we ended up getting this for my niece for Christmas. And I ended up going to one of the lifeline stores that we have in town, which I don't go to frequently because we go to a different town for that stuff. And they had recently moved. And previously, in the last location that they were at, I found like a bunch of Barbies and Bratz, mostly Bratz stuff. And now, the last couple of times that I actually have been there, in their new location, they haven't had any stuff that I was interested in. So today I ended up going back in there very quickly as my mom was picking up my nephew, and I found this Rainbow Dash tie plushie, and she's a bit beaten up. She's got her tail in a little plait with a bow, which is very Rainbow Dash. But she's cute. If I give her a proper wash, she'll be adorable, and she was only $2. Speaking of Rainbow Dash, I also ended up getting this Generation 3 My Little Pony Rainbow Dash. And it's really weird seeing the differences now. I don't know, because I've just got... Back then, I obviously was so used to seeing this version of Rainbow Dash, so it was weird to see the tomboy version. And now it's just weird seeing the Rainbow Dash that always dresses in style. Sorry. She is a miniature version of the other ones by a slight degree. Her mane and her tail, incredibly messy. Washable stuff here and there. And she was only $1. So, yeah. Last but not least, I ended up getting this packet full of 3 figurines. And it was only $3. Which consists... Oops. I'm not entirely sure what this figure is. I'm assuming it's a McDonald's figurine. It reminds me of the Bee movie, but I don't know. R8G. I'm not sure what that stands for. Little figure. Not the reason why I bought the package, obviously. She's kind of cute, but not something that I would personally keep. She reminds me of somebody, but I can't think of who. I feel like it might be a DreamWorks character. But the real reason why I ended up buying this package was because of these last 2 figures. And initially, I was kind of like, I might leave her there. But then I just turned around and decided, you know what? The other figure was completely worth it, so I might as well get this one too. And it's the Generation 3.5 Rainbow Dash. The miniature little figurine. She's clearly got something going on with her hairstyle, and she's got a tiara. She's got a little heart on the back of her hoof, which is adorable. I've never been sure how to feel about these versions of My Little Ponies. They're kind of cute, but then they're kind of not. So, but, I mean, either way. I do have a My Little Pony cafe slash home of Pinkie Pie. Is the one that it makes music when the, almost like an escalator type of thing comes down and you whirl it back up. And it's not exactly like Mr. and Mrs. Cake's. Oh my gosh, I just dropped that. I'm not entirely sure what I did with my old Generation 3.5 figurines. I only had 3 in total. I had Sweetie Belle, Pinkie Pie, Rainbow Dash. But Rainbow Dash was a mermaid. I think I don't know. It's all a bit of a blur to me, actually, because I didn't really have them for that long. I had a couple of the older figurines from like 2012, the ones where they had the little hook and you could put it on the bag. I'm pretty sure I ended up putting my Twilight on a bag at some point, but then I either threw her out or I donated her, and that was before she got her alicorn wings. And season 4 happened, and I almost had every single one of these ponies. Final? I get confused on what everybody calls her. DJ. Did not have Rainbow Dash. I did have Twilight. I think I had Pinkie. And I'm pretty sure I had Fluttershy. But I definitely did not have a rarity. Here is the Generation 4 McDonald's Power Pony Up. It's been a little while. I can't quite remember what it's called. From season 4. And she's cute. I actually, even back then, I thought these figurines were really nicely detailed, and yeah, I mean, look at them. Like, for a McDonald's toy, she's adorable. Her tail needs to be washed, but otherwise, she's really cute. So, yeah.
I've been going to this particular thrift store that I found these bundle of items that I'm about to show for a little while now, and on this day, I ended up finding out that they actually had a warehouse at the back of the store that you could go to where they had the furniture and bits and pieces like that. And this is where I found a bunch of these My Little Pony and Equestria Girls related items. And ironically enough, the Fluttershy Equestria Girls doll that I actually just showed was the first ever My Little Pony thing that I was tempted to buy even months before I got back into it. And then ironically enough, a week went by after seeing her in the store and I got back into My Little Pony. And a week after that revelation, so 2 weeks from the last time that I've seen the doll in stores, when I went back, she obviously was no longer there. And I'm pointing out at Applejack's eyebrow because I thought it was funny how Rarity didn't have one and she did. I don't know, I thought that was interesting. And here we have Generation 3.5 Sweetie Belle, who's pretty cute. Needs a serious TLC though with that hair and marks on her hooves. So she'll be interesting to clean up.
What else was it? I'm trying to remember. I can't remember. Ow! Ow! Shoved my toes. Ow, that hurts. Bratz Dolls, right? Like, she's pretty tiny in comparisons. If I remember correctly, both, I almost said Sweetie Belle, Scootaloo and Star Song came together. I think they came with someone else, but I genuinely, for the life of me, cannot remember who. They were like $3 each. But then I noticed that there was this giant Pinkie Pie in a different bag, and it was full of like fake babies, fake Kellys. There was one Applejack who was in there, and she was one of the newer versions. She had like the weird face sculpt. Face just kind of threw me off a little bit, much like the Generation 3.5s. It's kind of like, if I collect her, she's the only one who's like that. I left her there. I turned around and asked if I was able to pull this one out and I could just donate the rest back. So she was $3 as well. Probably should have gotten the Applejack. In total, they were $6. I feel like I'm missing out on someone, but I don't know who. She's very, very loose. I think that's more so to do with the gimmick in her head more than anything, because otherwise she'd just be fine. But I'm also unsure if it's the joints. Could be a combination of both. It's meant to be a singing version, like a talking, singing one. But the problem is she's got new batteries because I've got a cochlear implant, so I've got the same batteries that is required for dolls like this. She doesn't work. She's really cute. Like, I gotta admit, I'm pretty biased. I love Twilight. She's my favorite character, so I did try to use like really low heat with a straightener on her hair to fix this because it was just really frayed, and it's a little bit better. I even put her in hot water, but yeah, that's definitely not the best quality. I also have this Barbie. She is rough. Alexa's. Whoops. Alexa's secret door. She's had a boil wash. I put shampoo and conditioner in her hair, but the glue tape is just so bad. I don't think it's gonna be salvageable to fix. Her wand is broken. Contrary to popular belief within the Barbie community, Alexa isn't exactly the most attractive in terms of what she wears because it's too garish and out there. Like, I see that point, but I feel like with better quality, she would be a great doll. Maybe if they've done something else with the top with the flowers or something and made the skirt better quality. I actually do like her look in the movie. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna do with her. A piece of block, like you can smack your enemy in the head with this. Super glued her at the waist. She was flip-flopping all around. And I think what I want to do is I'm gonna actually reboot her because the prototype has longer hair, and in the movie she also has longer hair. And the poofiness is one of the biggest criticisms of this doll. It just doesn't look very flattering. If her hair went up to her hip area and was completely straight and platinum blonde, it would look so much better. I love this face mold. I miss it. Like, I think she has potential to be a cute doll. I've got this. I'm having a mental blank. I know which one you are. I just can't remember. But she was part of the line from 2004 with the jackets that basically have the button on the back of it. And I'm not entirely sure what they do. I think they glow. I initially thought that she was the original 2001 Chloe, but then I realized she's got the glitter and she's got her hair up, so she's obviously not. Her hair is still in its style. I was able to fix it, but she's got so many flyaways. That's okay. You can't fix everything. This middle part is crimped. Is that she was already wearing these jeans, which I love. These were the biggest culprit to me getting this doll. I've seen these jeans online for years, and I always thought that these were so cute. She's got these pair of just plain black shoes. I'm not sure who they were initially. And she's got Monster High Cleo's top on, because I thought that would, you know, it would bring the whole look together, but it keeps on getting undone, so, and it's not quite in her size. It's a little bit small. And basically these earrings are spares from Miraculous Ladybug Marinette, the costume change one that has the original Marinette attire and the Ladybug attire. I've got Marinette in her outfit, and I've got another Ladybug in her outfit. There's no need to use the earrings for the others. So I just painted them solid black and I just gave it to her because I don't have Bratz jewelry. Second to last, I've got Jade. I don't know who she is. Her hair needs a restyle. I thought to do these pigtails because I thought they were kind of cute, but yeah, I need to fix them. I really like her face, and her hair is so soft. Got Funk Out Megan's top on, denim skirt on, and no feet. She's got dog tags on her necklace. I just need to find her like a pair of boots or something. And last, but certainly not least, Princess Cadence. Massive makeover. And here she is. So she's not the greatest, not by a long shot. But when I saw her in stores initially, I was just gonna pass her up, but then I was kind of like, it made me feel bad. So I went back and got her. She was like $2, so it was definitely worth it. And I finally figured out which one she is. I can't remember the name of it, but she's like a squiggly thing. Like basically you have like squiggly antennas or something, and that's what these holes are for. I thought they were associated with the crown, but no. From the Pony of Life, and she's had the massive repaint and restyle. Her hair isn't curled the greatest because I used that straightener, so I have to find a better technique to make her hair really curly. Maybe the paper straws, because they actually worked with Clara. I might as well show Clara actually. I didn't use the straw technique with any of my dolls in like years since plastic straws have been out in Australia, because I thought there's no way they're gonna work with paper straws. But I tried it on Clara anyway, and it works, obviously. You can't have a Clara doll from Barbie and the Nutcracker and not have her curls, because she doesn't look right without her curls. She looks so much better. She still has the missing piece in her neck. No matter how I'm rearranging her head, you could still see it. Either way, like, I'm pretty impressed with this. Paper straws. I should probably use that technique for Cadence at one point. I painted the inside of her mouth because I just kind of thought it was a little bit weird that the mouths were opened and the tongue was molded in, but it wasn't painted. It just kind of looked a little bit weird to me. But I just wanted to make her more show accurate. I did the small little waves in her hair so it's not as super long and in the way. This was the difficult part to do, by the way. Cadence, she's got the wraparound, like the side piece in front of her horn, which I tried to do. I tried wrapping around the hair around the horn and things like that, but it just did not look right. So I just pulled it like this. Makes her look like she's got like a receding hairline. I painted her bottom eyelashes. They're not the greatest, but it just makes her look a little bit more like Cadence, you know? I painted her hooves because even though she does not have her golden shoe cuffings, her royal shoes or whatever, I thought that she still needed that accent. And I also painted her wings, and basically what I used to seal all of this, except for the lashes, because the plastic up here is difficult to get like that out with acetone. Really difficult for when you're making a mistake, so you gotta be really careful with that. But the rest of it, I just used Mud Push just to seal it all in. So yeah, personally really happy with what I've got, and I'm looking forward to actually like just being able to not just have them lie around and look creepy. You know, give them makeovers and have them set up. If they're set up correctly, they would look like a fantasy wonderland or something. We're talking about like a full setup, like maybe like with stars or something. Like that would be so cute. I think these are gorgeous dolls. I sincerely hope that 2022 is much more of a positive experience for each and every one of you. And just, in the end of the day, if things don't go according to plan, there is always an alternative. Thank you so much for watching, have a great day or a great night, and I'll see you hopefully next time. Bye!